Welcome to the channel on this Sunday evening. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We're going to try this again. Going to get back into Farming Simulator 25. We're going to be on a different map and we'll try it again. Did not succeed the other night and never did. It must have bugged out. Never was able to unload that trailer no matter what I did. So I'm going to start over on a different map. See how it goes this time. All right. So let's see what jobs are available today. Again, starting with no money, nowhere to live. So fertile harvesting. Irrigation stone picking. Tell you what, let's. I don't remember. Use your own equipment or lease equipment for a reward. Reduced by 7. Okay, so it's going to cost me $779. But it's not going to put me in the negative. All right, right off the bat, let's try this. Okay. So as small as that is, we may be able to just drive it to wherever we're going. Let's try that. Oops, wrong button. There we go. All right. So we are. Where are we? Oh, that's this. So we need to take a right, go across the river. Going to be a field on the left, and then we need to sell it at the little blue icon. Okay, so let's go. Turn our beacons on and let's head over to the first field, which is, let this car go by. Let's not run over that one, but we did. Alright, so let's get across the bridge before another car shows up. And he's coming, I bet he does not stop. Ooh, we squeaked by him. Okay, so I can probably... You're not gonna go around, dude. Dude, you're not gonna go around. I'm fixing to turn right here. Going the same place I'm going, apparently. Alrighty now. Okay, so let's try. B. Let's do. Okay, so it's already. Yeah, I don't need 3. I think 2 headings will be okay. So let's unfold it. Turn it up. Nope, fold it back up. Let's turn it on. Let's lower it. And let's go. I don't remember. Okay. We'll find out pretty quick if this is going to work. Hope it does. And if it does, then it may just be that other map might be bugged. How you doing tonight, Mr. Tony? How was your weekend? Hope you had a great weekend. Since I'm off on Sundays and Mondays, I'm only halfway through mine, so. Did not stream Friday or Saturday because I only get my youngest daughter every other weekend. And Friday night, what did we do Friday night? We went down a YouTube rabbit hole of disaster stuff. Hurricanes, floods, things like that. We just sat in the garage and watched YouTube. And then last night, I watched Supercross. And the races were during the day, but I worked, so I waited till the replay was available. So I watched those last night, so I didn't stream last night. I did play. I've been working on American Truck Simulator, getting it how I want to look, and adding things like I now have an iPad attached to it where I have my GPS on it, and getting the graphics how I want them. When you go with a simulator that has 3 screens, there's a lot of fine tuning and a lot of playing with things to make it, I guess, look how you want it to look. But one of these days that will get added to the channel. Where it's showing all 3 screens. So that is a work in progress. But I actually have been playing quite a bit on it today. I've been really all I did today was change some settings on it, but I spent a lot of time today in Photoshop just making some skins for the truck I'm driving. So just been piddling. Hadn't been recording anything, but tomorrow I will get back to the recording grind. So I'll be able to hopefully have some recordings I can post and still do live streams. So the work in progress. We're getting there. We got nothing but time, right? We're not in a hurry. There's no point in being in a hurry, right? Time goes by fast as it is. You don't need to speed it up. So now the question is, if I can't unload after I do this field, then I've got to figure out what's going on. We'll get to that bridge here shortly. Okay. Alright. So the headland on this one is almost done. I'm telling you, they've changed something because nothing looks the same, and I don't know, my frames per second's not that great, not like it used to be. I don't ever remember playing this game, it dipped down into the 50s. Which is fine, I mean it's playing pretty smooth, but... Okay, so this field is gonna go this way. So let's get turned. Okay, so we're gonna go back and forth this way. That's fine. That is fine. I spent about... I was sitting there this evening and I was like looking through free games and demos and all kinds of stuff, and I just couldn't really figure out what I wanted to play, and I was gonna just name it Sunday Random Game Day or something. I don't know. But I looked all through the PlayStation Store, I looked on Steam, nothing just jumped out at me. It's like, okay, let me just go back through my list of what I have and see what I can set up. Well, I'm running out of time. It's like, what I have that I can set up real quick. And here we are. I'm still gonna get back to The Last Caretaker. It's still there. I've got to. It's kind of gotten to the point where I kind of got to be in the mood to play that game. I guess because I spent so much time with it at first, now I've just got to... I'm not sure the updates have piqued my curiosity enough, if that makes any sense. But we'll get back to it. I mean, I was actually thinking about it today, about just going in and starting completely over. And I eventually will. I just don't think that they've came out with anything that's... I mean, yeah, they've added new locations to the game, and they've added different sharks, and they've added different things you can make, but they haven't really... I don't think the story has progressed any. That's just my opinion. I mean, but I'll get back to it one of these days. One of these days I'll get back to it. It's still there. What the hell? I didn't even hit any buttons. That thing just disconnected itself and turned it off. Let's try this again. Strange. It just said, nope, I'm gonna not be attached anymore. You're more than welcome to keep going, but I'm gonna stop. Nope, can't do that. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep working. We ain't got no money. We broke. Ain't got nowhere to live. I got a tent that I want to buy. Along with the cheapest piece of land I'm gonna be able to find. Just so I can put a tent on it so I have somewhere to sleep. I guess I don't really need to. I can work through the night. The problem with working through the night and taking jobs is they all start over at midnight, and if you ain't through with it, you lose it. And that is definitely not something I want to do. Alright, so a few more passes on this field. We'll have it knocked out. And then the question will come, will we be able to sell it? And this may not be a... bad little piece of land to purchase. And right by the river. Got a couple of sheds on it. It's not very big. Plant something that I can manage. Yeah, I think this might work. I do want to be by the river. I always like being by water, so if you start doing like greenhouses and stuff, you need water at first anyway, until you can get up to where it'll just water itself. Okay, so this field, is done. Okay, so let's put you out. Let's go ahead and turn those on. Let's hook up to this trailer. And let's go unload the tractor. Look, no cars this time. I wonder. Let's just cut right through here. We'll get this thing unloaded. Okay, so we need to go take it just past the store to that little blue dot that's flashing. Wow, that is not much oats, is it? Oh man, it was oats last time. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it was oats last time. Okay, well, we're fixing to find out. Let's just take it right back through where we came in. Maybe. This tractor is not pulling this trailer very well. Good thing this trailer is not full. Yeah, we're just gonna go up this way. Maybe. Oh, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Ah, we made it. Come on, dude. I am not in your way. Oh, you're turning. Still, you could have turned. You could have turned. I'm not in your way. So we're at 80% on the job. Got 25% of oats in the trailer. Our trailer's 25% full. Alright, so it's going to be up here on the left. So it's not that street. It is going to be in here somewhere. Right there. Alright, wish me luck. That is a problem. I don't understand what that icon is. I know what that icon is. I don't think it's going to unload. Here we go again. So what's weird? So that unloads left, right, back. Grain door, which is that small one. What the? Supposed to be. No, that got me out. Alright, I'm hooked. Okay, damn it, come on. Okay, it's not switching for some reason. Attach. And now I can't even. See, now it won't even let me select the trailer. Wait a minute, so grain door, open side panels, tip side grain door. It's the damn horn. So what can I help? want you to save, but okay. Come on, stop. Stop. No, stop, damn it. I don't even know what button started that. What the hell? Okay, for some reason, it is not. On the controller, it will not let me select. Tip side, green door, left, right, back. Start lifting. It's a fucking horn. What? Okay, so they changed something. Start lowering. Oh. Figured it out. Because it used to pop up. Alright, hold on, I want to see something. See, on the controller, it's not. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Oh, okay. So they've changed things to where I have to use the mouse or the controller and the keyboard. That makes no freaking sense whatsoever. Start lifting. I don't. You have to hold it. So what about the green door? The green door. Those side panels. Let's get paid. Let's get paid. So, do we have any money now? Hey, we got $1,652. Alright, let's see what's available. Deadwood. I don't like doing Deadwood. Deadwood's actually, that one's not bad. It's just cutting trees, but hey, it's only gonna cost me 2 harvesting. Ooh, let's do a big one. Why not? Let's see if we can get paid. Let's get paid. Doubt very seriously I will. And I know for a fact this thing will not hook to that trailer. So with that being said, I don't think that trailer will hook to this either. I don't think it will. Yeah, I don't think it will. I don't know how we're going to get that harvester or that header over there. Let's find out. Well, I'd be dang. Turn very sharp with it though. Let's see when you unload how that just did. It gave you a button to push. That's how it used to do when you needed to unload. I don't know if there's enough room for me to... Yeah, there will be. Let's see if we can get this thing on here. There it goes. Okay, we are now cooking with Crisco. Okay, so where do I need to go? Oh, I need to go way up there on 24, so I need to go across the river and take the first right. Okay. Cross the river and take the first right. There they go. It's got small beacons. Zoom out so I can see. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. So, I do have a save on this map previously where I built right over there, built a big house, got a huge farm, got rice beds back there on all this land over here. Oh no, fix to block this road for a minute. Something's not. No, something's happened to my OBS or or what might be going on. Bear with me just a minute. What the? Hey Mark, how you doing tonight? Hope you had a great Sunday. It's weird. It just looks really weird up there. Give me just a second. All right. Just got home from work, huh? Working Sundays. But I think with your schedule, didn't you always work Sundays? If I remember correctly. Alright, bring my map back up. So I think this is the road I need to turn on. Yes. I don't know that. Yeah, I'm not stopping at that stop sign. Alrighty, have for years. Yeah, I guess once you get used to it, you get used to it. Let's see, I think we're gonna turn right here. Ooh. Let's cut through here. Well, maybe not. Let's go over here. Alright, so let's unhook you. Let's go hook up to the header. Alright. So I think we will. Alright, so we got a pretty good sized field. Let's do 2. Let's unfold. Let's turn it on. Oh, can't. Gotta unfold it before I can turn it on. Let's lower it. And let's get to work. No, we missed one. Can't have you missing one. Alright. Don't have the money to hire a worker, or I would follow right beside it, let it unload as it's going. So this time it's canola. Still think something. I don't know, my playback doesn't look right. It know if maybe my OBS settings changed or it doesn't look right in OBS either. How's it look on y'all's end? Looks really blurry on my playback. I think OBS updated the other day and it might have changed something. Hey now, can't miss that. Alright. Then it missed that. That's alright. Leave it. Not gonna let it bug me. I'm just not gonna let it bug me. I mean, I know I looked at it on my phone, it looks fine, but that's a small screen, so. I don't know. I'll look at it tomorrow and see. Take a look tomorrow. Alright, so this is a pretty good sized field. Take a look. God, I hate the interior of the first person in this game and most of the machinery. You sit so high. Like, it needs to be down. Bugs me. So this field might take me a little while, which I'll get some decent money. And then I might look for my first piece of land and a tent so I can skip the night and won't have to worry about taking jobs really late. And now there's some months when winter comes, there's really no jobs available. So you ain't making no money during the winter time. Unless you might do snow plowing or something like that. Alright, so that should take me on around. Gonna have to go get that truck here in just a minute. It's 61% full and we're not even all the way around. So what I'll probably do is when I get up there, I'll go ahead and bring it over here and unload, because I won't make it all the way around again before I have to unload. So I might as well go ahead and go get the truck and the trailer. And then unload and then do the second headland and unload and then start working on the back and forth. I think that's the plan. I think that is the plan. Yeah, something in this game. I'm gonna have to look up and read on it and see what all has changed, because it doesn't even. I mean, to me, the trees and stuff don't even look right. Wow, I barely made it around one time. 97%, so 90. Okay. I probably do need to pop out. Okay, so I can come up there. Alright. Let's get this thing going. Come on, go. I'm forgetting how this truck drives. If you stop, it's got to go, or you let off the gas. You got to start the whole process over again as far as shifting. Well, I'm not shifting it, but it starts over. There it goes. Okay, there it is. For some reason it wouldn't go back. Huh. We'll get there. What? So uncover. Okay. Huh. Coming up here on the right. On the plus side of this trailer, this should hold it all. I would think it would anyway. I ain't stopping. I mean, I'm just gonna be like everybody else. What's the point in stopping? I don't see any cars coming. Oh, I probably should have turned right there though, because I don't. Let's go this way. Let's see if we can get through here. I don't want to go through somebody else's field, but I will go through their grass. Alright, let's get you unloaded. Oh, that's right. There's 3 sections. I forgot. There's 3 sections on this trailer. And that section. Fool. Fool. Alright. So the middle one's done. It don't hold as much as the front and the back. The back holds the most. Wow. It's more than I thought. Alright, let's get back in here. Okay. Alright, let's go. Come on. Alright, here we go. Got it now. Got it now. Okay, so second loop is going to be a little small, so let's see if it'll get to 90%. Still think it's going to be pretty close to 90% by the time I get back around. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Take a left. Gonna miss that corner. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm trying to figure out how to unload that trailer. I need the money. I need the money. I don't know if y'all are into racing games, but I used to play a lot of Assetto Corsa Competizione and Race Room and shit. Now I drew a blank on iRacing. Yeah, used to play a lot of that. Haven't played any racing games in a long time, but I thought about downloading some of them again since I have the triple screens up and going how I want them. Well, for now anyway. I will eventually go bigger screens eventually once I get a designated room for it. But I mean, I still have them. They're just not installed on my hard drive. I used to play a lot of that. One day I'll incorporate some of that stuff back in. It's like there's a lot of channels I watch that are just designated to whatever they're playing. Now they may have multiple channels, that I don't know, but like Farming Simulator, for example. There's some channels I watch. I don't subscribe to them or anything, but they pop up on my feed. But that's all their content is Farming Simulator. American Truck Simulator, same thing. There's channels I follow on it that's all they do. Now some of them have multiple channels for different games and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not sure how. Maybe I'm overthinking it. How a channel that just does one thing survives. But theirs seem to. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. And then there's a bunch of channels I subscribe to that play all kinds of games. It's kind of what made me think today, just do a random Sunday game. I don't know. I couldn't find anything. Maybe what I'll have to do is close my eyes and scroll through, and where it stops is what I'm playing. Broaden my horizon a little bit. You never know. I may come across some games that I would have never thought I would have liked just watching a trailer or something, and then all of a sudden I like them. I don't know. Maybe it's something to try. Something to try. So we'll see. Like I said, we're growing. We'll get there. Not in any hurry. I mean, I really think if I'm going to play this game again more, or I'll play it more, it probably needs to be not a live stream. It probably needs to be something I record where I can edit. Because like stuff like this, I can time lapse it or just cut some of it out altogether. Alright, almost all the way around and 76% this time. But I was gonna play another one of those games like that bunker game I played here a while back. Of a game I already have and I've already played. It's on my channel. I did a playthrough on it and did a video on it, but I thought about playing it tonight, seeing if I could get different results or make different choices. I mean, there's one of them that, like, I didn't. It's barely going in. No. Alright. Anyway, make different choices to see if I can actually get the main or the character that I'm playing to live. Because I've actually played it a couple of times, but every time I've played it, dude dies at the end, no matter what I do. I don't think he's supposed to. Alright, so let's see how, no, so oh, that might. Yeah, I think that will. Alright, let's start right here. Okay, so now we're going to start the back and forth process. I've been wanting to play Arc Raiders lately too, but I haven't in this. The rats that are in that game, I don't know. I know it's a PvPvE game or whatever, but I mean, I like it casual. I don't want to, if I want to freaking have to shoot at people, I'll play Battlefield or Call of Duty or something like that. And they say here lately that player counts are dropping, so the rats are getting more and more. Well, let me back up. I don't mind having gunfights with people. If I know they're there and I see them or I shoot at them or they shoot at me, that's fine. But if I'm looting something or I'm at extract and they walk up behind me and just shoot me in the back, that's the crap that bugs the hell out of me. And you spend 15 or 20 minutes looting and finding good stuff and you're going to leave and then they're just camped at one of the extracts waiting for you to show up and then just shoot you in the back just to get your stuff, and it's bullcrap. That's not PvP. It's not. So that's aggravates the crap out of me. It's happened to me several times. And I'm like, so I haven't been playing that lately. It just hasn't been the same game lately. Because they figured out how to manipulate it where they can get into a lobby of like-minded people where all they got to do is play a few games and extract without killing anybody or shooting anybody or anything like that, and then they'll put them in the friendlier lobbies, and then all they do is wait for the moment and shoot you. Some of them, they'll even be your friend for a while and help you fight something, help you loot something, find all kinds of stuff, and then they'll shoot you in the back when you least expect it. But I get it. It's the way society is, hiding behind a freaking screen, knowing there are no consequences whatsoever. The sad thing is, I really like that game. It's a fun game. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, if they would separate it to where if you choose to PvP, you go into a PvP lobby. If you want a PvE, PvE, go into that lobby. You can't shoot each other in that lobby. That'd be great, but the problem is you got these dudes that get their butt handed to them in PvP lobbies, but they still want to kill people, so they go into PvE lobbies and shoot you in the back, and then they'll say, get good. No, don't tell me to get good when you shoot me in the back and I don't know you're there. Anyway, I digress. Rant's over. Let's get back to farming. Alright, I'll be right back. I was playing this game one time. I didn't leave it running like that, but I stopped it and was on a hill and wasn't paying attention. And I got up to go do something, and I wasn't streaming. I don't even think I was recording. I think I was just playing it. But I got up to go do something. Wasn't thinking about it. Come back. My tractor had rolled down the hill, which the farm I was building at the time was pretty close to the edge of the mountain. So it rolled down the hill, off the edge of the map, and I didn't know it. So I come back and I'm like, where the hell did my tractor go? I don't even remember what I was doing. It might have been mowing. Yeah, probably something like that. But I'm like, I come back and my tractor's gone. Where did my tractor go? And I'm like running around looking for it, and I go to the edge of the map, or I go to the edge of the field, and it's not there. And which I can put it in fly mode where I can fly around. I'm like, where did my tractor go? It just disappeared. Like, did it fall through the map? What happened to it? So I get to flying around and I fly off the edge of the map and I look down and I see it way down there. Because it just goes off the edge of the map and it just falls and I see it down there. I'm like, what the crap? So I had to use another mod I have at Super Streak so I could go down there and pick it up and put it back on the map. Because if not, there's no getting it back. There's no reset when you can't get to it. And then I had another issue one time where I had done a job, or I was doing a job, and it was where I had to do some irrigation or something. And the equipment it was a piece of equipment that you drove. And you were irrigating, but for some reason, no matter what I did, that job would always bug. It would bug out. It wouldn't let me collect on it or anything like that. So then when I would just make the job over and be done with it, that piece of equipment, I had it. I could drive it around. Couldn't use it for anything. But it wouldn't let me sell it. Whoops. But it was just there. Like I said, I could get in it and drive it, but I ended up what I did with that. I threw it off the edge of the map where I couldn't see it anymore. So, yeah. Oh, come on. Ah, okay, there we go. Okay, so the field is 54% done. I'm gonna have to unload this trailer before. Okay. Okay, let's get back to work. Let's cut it on. Let's lower it. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2. I'm going to say 4 more passes. It's going to be my guess. Could be wrong. 3, maybe. I don't know. It's a long ways down there. I can't tell. I can't tell. Still going 4. 3.5, 4. You're pretty close. Be close. And And I can speed up and slow down time. We're on day one. Started in August of year one. I think we started at like 8 o'clock. I don't know, I'd have to go back and look, but it's 2:22, so we'll finish this job. I'll probably be able to... I do like simulation games. I do. Well, I like a lot of different kinds of games, but simulation's probably the most I like the most. Especially like, well, I like crafting and building games too. I also like games that are story based. I just don't think there have been very many good ones lately that tell a story. If that makes any sense. Or I can't think of any, or I haven't seen any that tell a good story. Surviving the aftermath? What is that? Like those Dark Pictures anthologies, I like those so much because it was a story. But yeah, I do like simulators. Surviving the aftermath. Is that a game? Days Gone. I want to say I played a... let me look. Hold on. What's the name? Okay, Surviving the Aftermath. Okay. Yeah, I just pulled it up. That looks interesting. When I played like a... What the hell was the name of that game? I don't even remember what the name of it was now. I'd have to look. It was like an olden times game. Medieval Dynasty. Yeah, it might have been. But I enjoyed that game. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. And then you said Days Gone. I'm pretty sure, I think. Days Gone. Yeah, I think I've... Hold on, let me look at that one, because I think I have played that one before. If I remember correctly. I don't think I played much of it. Let me take a look. But that first one, Surviving the Aftermath, that I may look into that for sure. Days Gone. I think, yeah, because I remember the motorcycle. Oh no, I did not play that game. That's another game I'm thinking of then. Yeah, I see it a lot. I've never watched the video or anything. I'll look into that one too. What was that game you played a lot of? Wasn't 7 Days to Die. It was it DayZ? Or was it 7 Days to Die? I don't remember. But there's a game you've talked about several times that you played a lot. I don't remember what the name of it was. But yeah, I like good story games too. That's why I like those games that are choice based, like The Bunker, for example. It's a story and you're just kind of watching it and playing. And I really like those games too. I mean, as far as I do have Project Castaway. I need to I played that early. I haven't played it in a while. I played it in an early release. Was it? I don't remember if that one. I don't remember if it was that one I was a tester on or Away from Life. I don't remember. Anyway, I do have Project Castaway. I have not played it in a while. I haven't played it since it's been actually released 1.0. I jumped in one day and looked. I may jump into that also. I know when I was playing it and they were updating it really regular when it was, I don't even know if it was early access. It might have been. I don't remember. Yeah, I need to jump back into that too. I take it back. I actually did jump into it the other day and did the airplane crash again and come up to the beach just to see if there was anything new that jumped out at me. And I went up the tower, got the first tape. Yeah, that's a game that I could probably go back and do again and actually finish, but so I don't know. Here's alright, let's go unload. Where do I need to unload? Okay, so I'm looking for a flashing icon. Okay, it's 27, so take the road to the right. Let's do this. Let's go. Yeah, so let's take the road to the right, left, and straight across. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go this way. Sure, go ahead. I don't mind at all. I mean, I watch all kinds of channels, but yeah, go ahead. Let's go left. Haven't been on this map in so long, I don't remember where everything's at. So we're gonna go straight across. I remember this. Okay. Wow, you're just gonna roll up on me on the right side. I actually had 2 people do that to me the other day in real life. Okay, so let's see if we can. Alright, hold on. Tip, side, front. do front. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, give me a list and I'll definitely check them out. Alright, so here's where we have the trouble again, so... Start lifting. Oh, okay, it is unloading. Wow. Okay. No, I need to change the middle. Hold on. Change. Oh. U. Middle. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. I figured it out. They have no longer, or I haven't figured out, you no longer do it with the controller. You have to do the unloading with the keyboard. Alt close. That's messed up. You don't have to completely close it. Okay, well, we got her unloaded. Then you have to close it to get it to switch to another. Alright. Alright, let's head back. Unload the harvester. If there wasn't a field there, I'd cut through it, but there's a field there. I don't have crop destruction on, so theoretically I could drive through there. Move out the way, mailman. Lower the roller. Doesn't let me. Huh. So yeah, you just can't do it with the controller anymore. Let's just go this way. I mean, the field's right here. Let's just go this way. Should have went that way a while ago. Okay. And this is the last pass too. That's what sucks. Let's put it in the front hopper. Maybe. There we go. Alright. Turn you on. Put you down. Back up. As soon as that thing empties, put you back. And we'll go. This will be the last pass. 97%. It couldn't have been. But if I do it all, what's left over out of the truck, I get to keep. So it'll give me that money. I guess it's kind of like a tip. Or well, that's the way it used to do it. I'm guessing it still does. I don't know. Maybe that's why I had so much more money at the end of the last field, because it should have been $700 something and they ended up at $6. 1652. I don't know. It's on the plus side. That used to bug the crap out of me, but in this, the 25 version, they made it to where when you collect on the job, it clears all of that. So alright, well, I'm not gonna worry about. I am gonna go unload this though. Excuse me. I didn't hit you. I scared the crap out of you, but I didn't hit you. Probably should have. Hold on. Oh, it's you. Why is you not? Look. You front. Okay. Alright. Whoops. Damn it. Okay, so it is a button on the controller. See, it get. Holy crap! That gave me like. That gave me $11,000 in income from what was left over. Okay, let's hold up. So 12.9. See? I got $30,000. So let's look. Let's go to a map. What's the smallest map next to the river? Is it not going to tell me? Dang it, wrong button. Farmland. So I have $30,000. What is one? How come I can't? Okay, farmland. Come on. So none of it. All right, hold on. Why? I don't understand. Can I not? Dude, that's not it. That is where I'm at. That's not where I'm at. Even though, yeah, that is where I'm at. Wait. Okay. Holy crap, $116,000? Anything smaller? $79, 102. $67. Holy crap. About 75. It's 100. Holy smokezilla. What about 53? What is 53? That's bigger than I thought. All right, let's go get another job. All right, let's see, cultivating. Okay, so there's a bunch of harvesting ones. Hoeing, not worried about hoeing. I'm not mowing. Rock removal, spraying, stone picking. Okay, so there is a lot of jobs. But let's go do... Let's go ahead and cultivate. Alright, so wait a minute. That's the same field I just... Okay. Okay. That's the same field as my first job that I harvested. Which is just right across the river. Alright, well that's fine. We'll do it again. I wasn't paying attention that was the same field. Just fine. Nope, not where I want to turn. Not where I want to turn. Not where I want to turn. Fine. Let's go. It's up here. It was right there. I can squeeze through there. Alright. Okay. Two's fine. We'll do two. Fold. Alright. Get the headland done first. Should have done the headland last because it bugs me when I have tire tracks on it. It's fine. anybody that has never dealt with OCD, God, you're lucky. I try not to let it drive me nuts, but it bugs me. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine unless you live with people that aren't. I'm not gonna go there. Not gonna go there. I like cleanliness. Well, that thing's dragging. Don't hit a tree. So it's, and it wasn't intentional. Didn't think that I would do the same field twice in the same string, but it's okay. So tomorrow we will do a different game no matter what. Not sure what game it'll be, but we will do a different one. No matter what, we will do it different. I mean, I may hook the PS3 up and look through my game catalog. No, I'm joking. I'm not. For once, too much effort. Not gonna do it. Even though there's a bunch of games sitting there in the entertainment center, but I'm not gonna do that. But whatever it is, I will not. I will not wait till the last minute to decide. I'll have it figured out early tomorrow. I'll have it set up, and I won't be panicking on what to do tomorrow night like I did tonight. Well, for one, I wasn't sure I was going to stream tonight. And then when I decided to, like, oh, I gotta find something. And I looked and looked and looked and couldn't find anything. So like I said, maybe it's just a... need to maybe go into ChatGPT or something to say, randomize me a game to play. Joking. I can come up with something. But Mark, you did give me some good ideas. I'm trying to think of that top-down game I used to play where I had to get on to build houses, farming plots. Villages. And I don't remember what it was. I'll have to look. But I played quite a bit of that. And where like you would get invaded and stuff. Like there were several times my whole village got burnt down because I wasn't ready yet and didn't have an army built up. But that one's had a bunch of updates too, where you can fish and all kinds of stuff. But it wasn't populous. No, it was not populous. Tell you what, let me look right quick. I can tell you here in just a second. Let me pull up Steam. Where's my library? Go to library. Where's my library? Library. Manor Lords. That's what the name of it was. Manor Lords. Yeah. Hadn't played that in a while, but I did enjoy it while I was playing it. This one of those, I mean, it was kind of top down, but you were the Lord and you told everybody what to do. You didn't really move around a lot. Now you could get down in third person or get down in the village and walk around and watch them working and stuff, but it was one of those games where you just told them what to do and they went and did it. Of course you had to feed them and house them and do all of that, or they wouldn't do anything for you. But like you would build a castle for yourself, wall it in. But they had to go hunting, and it was, if you've never seen it, you ought to at least take a look at it. Manor Lords. What does it look like? That's just be something I'm seeing on my screen where it sometimes looks like it's raining, but it ain't raining. Alright, I'm not going to use the guides for now. Okay, so... Alright, so watch what it's gonna do. I'm at 30,000. Saving content. I didn't... Wow. It, I don't know what the hell's going on with this field. Usually it just clears everything off and it's already weeds growing. Alright. I don't want to wrap bales, not enough money, because I would go in a negative on that. Make a little bit. Baling. Deadwood, fertilizer. I'm not doing fertilizers because I have to buy the fertilizer. Alright, harvesting. It's pretty close. So 78 net. 14. Irrigation, mowing. Let's tell you what, let's mow. Let's take a mowing job. Usually that's where I start off, is doing, when I do buy something, I'll get a tractor. I pretty much get this set up right here. Well, except for the tractor. I gotta hold out for, I like the ones with tracks. Okay, so where am I going? Okay, so I can ride the ferry. So let's go. Okay. We're gonna go ride the ferry. Go across the tracks. So we go ride the ferry. Go across the river. Ferry is on the other side of the river. That means I gotta get out. And get the ferry over here. Ah, here comes the ferry. The ferry is on its way. Alrighty, let's get on the ferry. Go across the river. So I thought, oh, that's right, I gotta do it from here. Gotta do it from here. Gotta get on before it leaves. It's a very interesting game. It can can definitely take up some time. Okay, so we're gonna go off to the left, and we're gonna just cut through here because there's a car coming. Okay. Alright. Unfold. Turn on. Lower. Unfold. Turn on. Lower. Thing with this is it bugs me because it I'll do 2. Where did oh, hope that didn't cost me any money. Okay. I like having my beacons on. I don't know why. I just do. Just do. So the problem is you gotta just keep going, let it go. Because it will miss the way the mower's set up, front and rear. It'll miss some spots. So so just go straight and go ahead and get whatever it's going to get you. So that way it doesn't leave a strip. See, it also will mow outside the field. And that bugs me. And this field's not that big, so it won't take all that long to mow it. But that's usually how I start. I'll buy a field, I'll plant grass, and I'll do hay for a while. Because see, it's mowing that up there. Unless you turn that off, I can mow. Which is not my field. I don't know why I'm worrying about it. None of it's mine. But anyway, I usually do hay for. See, that's what the hell. Anyway, I usually do hay for a while because every 3 months you can mow, bale, and sell it. Where a lot of the other crops, I'll show you the calendar here in a little bit, but you can only plant and harvest once a year. So that's when which is fine if you have multiple fields you can plant different stuff on, which will allow you to plant something that you can harvest at different times of the year. But the grass every 3 months. Every 3 months. So with this playthrough, I don't know, well, I can't even call it a playthrough. With this save, maybe I'll go a different route. First step is to get a piece of land. And looking at the land prices, ain't even close. It's going to go that way. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. Okay, favorite simulator game? I have to go with American Truck Simulator. The reason being is I grew up in the 70s and 80s. So, one of my most favorite movies from the 70s was Convoy. Just fell in love with that movie as a kid. Wanted to be a truck driver when I grew up. In the 80s, there was a TV show called BJ and the Bear that had this really beautiful cab over red and white Kenworth with a matching trailer, and the shows he drove around with a monkey. or a chimpanzee. So I loved that show. So that would probably, that simulator wise, that's going to be my most favorite. I have both trucks in that game, by the way, and I don't know. I just really enjoy. It's really immersive, especially when you're on triple screens and you can look left, look right, and you see everything, and just drive across the country. I don't know. That's probably going to be my most favorite simulator. Motocross background-wise, I play tons of a game called MX Simulator that was really good, really hard to play. Wouldn't really say it was a simulator. That's what they called it. Did it simulate real world things? Yeah, but I played a ton of it. Very good question. I don't know. I know there's a lot of trucks in there. Maybe you could probably find it. I know like Smokey and the Bandit. There was another trucking show. I didn't remember watching it, but I know I did, and I can't think of the name of it, but that truck's there. Yeah, I mean, people are always modding it and adding stuff to it, so it's possible the Knight Rider truck is there. Or something similar to it. So maybe. I've never looked for that one. That was another show I watched too, Knight Rider. But yeah, so as a kid I wanted to be a truck driver. When I got older, decided I didn't want to be a truck driver because I traveled so much with racing motocross all my life. We were always going somewhere. Airwolf was another good one too. I loved that way that helicopter looked. Yeah, that was another good one. Movie wise, Blue Thunder was a pretty good one. I liked that helicopter also. But yeah, Airwolf was a good show. There was another show. What was the name of it? It didn't last very long, but it was motorcycle related, and it was Airwolf. What was it? Oh, I can't think of the name of it. Street Hawk. I think it was Street Hawk. But yeah, those shows were great back then. It's funny, you watch some of them now, you're like, that show wasn't that good. But no, they were great back then. Street Hawk, you are correct. Yeah, that show didn't last very long. I don't know why. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I'll shut everything off. Oh, raise it up. Okay, so we can get out of here. That's fine. Alright, so let's collect that and see what we have now. Favorite old school PC game? How old school we talking? Because Because I was a console gamer way before I was a PC gamer. But as far as PC games, old school, what got me into PC games was Motocross Madness and Motocross Madness 2. I don't what was the Pretender TV series? I might have to look that up. I'm not going to say I don't know, but I don't know. Let's look. Let's take a look. Now, I played Driver on, I think it was the original. No, I don't remember if it was the original PlayStation or PlayStation 2. I do remember The Pretender. I never did watch it, but no, wait a minute. I did watch it, but I can't recall. But I remember yeah. I know I've watched some episodes. Yeah, I watched some episodes because I remember the main character. Was Driver. Stuntman was another good one. There was some parts of that game that were hard. You know, I heard a lot of people talk about Oregon Trail. I never did play it because, like I said, I wasn't. It was later in life before I did PC games. I was always a console player. Carmen Sandiego, I've never played that, but I've heard a lot of it too. But yeah, back to Austin. Yeah, that Stuntman I played the hell out of that game. That was some of those that were really hard. There was one scene in that game that was similar to, I don't know if y'all ever watched the movie Hooper, where he was a stuntman, and there was one mission in that game that resembled it that you had to go through. But yeah, that game was cool as hell. Driver was really good. Alright, let's see, what time is it? 7:15. Still ain't got enough money, so we're gonna be working through the night. Let's see, so 42, that's bailing. That'll be an easy one. Alright, let's go. Yeah, the Fall Guy TV series was another good series. Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot of the free mode, but I did all of the missions. All right, let's take this one. Oh, let's turn on all lights. 1, 2, 3, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna bail, see where we need to go. I did not know that. Maybe that would explain why some of the last Starfighter stuff's been popping up on my Facebook and Instagram. I did not know they were remaking that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so cross the river. Okay, so go past 9, 7, 6. Okay. So we need to go this way. I guess we're going to be working through the night. you know, I don't have a problem with all these remaking things, but it just seems to me like they're running out of ideas. I mean, it's like, let's go this way. Okay, so I see it. So let's lower it and don't remember. Well, hopefully, do I have? Yeah, I'll agree with that 100%. And that's the same, you know, it's like football. I used to watch football Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. When politics came in it, I haven't watched a game since Kaepernick took a knee. Baseball, I used to watch baseball every day. I don't watch it anymore. Motocross and supercross, if it ever gets to the point to where, and I've been in that sport since the 70s, but if it ever gets to a point where politics show up in that, I won't be watching it either. Okay, so hopefully that turned auto drop off, but yeah, keep the politics out of stuff. I mean, it's supposed to be when you sit down and either watch sports or watch movies or whatever it is, you should, it's relaxing. That is true. I will agree with that. If you can bet on it, yeah. Because that is a very interesting thing you just said, because Supercross, they opened up betting for Supercross this year, and the AMA has made some retarded ass rules this season where they've penalized people and issued penalties and this and that and changed results, and well, that's here we go, that's some bull crap. But yeah, I mean, just I don't get it. I mean, can't change anything. It's going to be there no matter what we do. Everything gets thrown down our face no matter what. You know, when I was playing Stranded Deep, another game I need to get back to because I think I figured out the spear issue I was having. Anyway, there was a subscriber that came in every time I streamed, and she would tell jokes and stuff. Well, they would tell jokes and stuff every night, you know, dad jokes, and I thought some of them were really funny. And they asked me one night what my political affiliation was, and I said I wouldn't comment on it, but what I did say was, which I didn't vote, I'm the open-minded person to where I'm not going to get my news from one side and make a decision. I'm going to get information from all different angles and make my own decision. But I did make a comment, and all I said was, I think there are a lot of people that need the shit slapped out of them. And they have not, I don't even remember what the username was, but anyway, they haven't been back. And if it offended them, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend them. All I said was, I didn't give a side. All I said was, I think there's people that need the shit slapped out of them on both sides. But, I mean, if it offends you, I'm sorry. I really am. I don't. But back to the political thing. It needs to just. Politics need to stay in politics and out of everything else. So, I mean, there's good people on both sides and there's bad people on both sides, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a belt, a leather belt. I know all about that. I'm 53 years old. So, my dad whipped me one time when I don't know, I was probably 5 years old. And that was the last time that man ever gave me a spanking. He jerked my britches down and he beat me with a leather belt. I'm not going to say he beat me. He whipped my ass. And I probably deserved it. I don't know. I can't tell you what I did. All I do know is it scared the crap out of me. And I didn't talk to that man until I was 18 years old and my mom passed away. And we were the only ones that lived in the house, so I didn't have a choice but to talk to him. But then I got to know him and respected him. But yeah, a belt will do some wonders. Now, I don't believe in beating your kid, but discipline, yeah. And there's a lot of people in the world now. See, you got me down a rabbit hole. There's a lot of people in the world nowadays that need some discipline, that don't get it. And I think that's very sad. And that's why some people are the way they are. But I digress. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. I did not beat my kids. And do I get on to them? Yeah. Do I spank them? No. But I also know that right and wrong. So, you're right, Austin. Times have changed. That is for sure. That is 100% true. Yeah, some of the stuff that pops up on my Instagram and YouTube and stuff, and even on my YouTube, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these people? And you know, there's some cops out there that aren't any different either. That they have an authority complex also. But I guess that's why we all live in a video game world. Where it's a little more peaceful. Or it just gets you out of the world for a while. How about that? It entertains you and gets your mind off of things that happen in the real world. Get you away from things you have to do, responsibilities, bills, work. Get you away from all that. And that's what it's supposed to be. That's what sports used to be. And there's still some sports out there that do that, but you ain't wrong. Shit. Here's a funny thing when I was growing up. If you got a paddling at school, that's another thing you had. You get in trouble at school. You get a paddle at school, then your mom would get in trouble by your mom, and then when your dad came home, got in trouble by your dad. So yeah. But yeah, that's the problem. A lot of these kids nowadays don't respect their parents at all. Like, my wife teaches middle school, so I don't know how she does it. I couldn't do it. There ain't no way in hell I could do it. I'd be killing some people. But she talks about how some of these kids' parents are and stuff, and it's just crazy. But then, yeah, you got these kids, they don't respect anything. But we were also taught as kids that we not only respected our parents, we respected, unless there was an adult that just didn't deserve it, you respected all adults too. You didn't act a fool. I'm not gonna say I didn't do stupid stuff and get in trouble, but nothing that was nothing really. I mean, alright, we're almost through with this field. Yep. Yeah, see that, that's funny though. You look at it like when you was a kid, like, hell, even if you had a best friend, you'd get in a fight with your best friend. 20 minutes later, y'all back to best friends. Whatever y'all's disagreement was, you dealt with it, you moved on, and went back to playing in the dirt with your cars or motorcycles or whatever you were doing at the time. Nowadays, it's so crazy that, for one, if there's not a weapon involved, there's 10 other people jumping in. Oh, Austin, I'll agree with that 100%. I mean, I work in the public. I'm a parts manager at a motorcycle store. Um, and I do the same thing. I talk to my customers. Yes, sir. Thank you. I say things that a lot of people nowadays, it's just like they don't even know those words exist. Like, I'll get compliments sometimes because I count the money back to them. Like, not say 1, 2, 3. Like, say they give me $5, it was $10 or $15. I go 5, 10, 15. I count it back that way, and they're like, nobody ever does that, which is true. They don't. Most people, they look at the register and it tells them what to give you, and they just give it to you and don't even tell you how much it is. But they don't always give it back correctly either. But anyway, but yeah, yes sir, yes ma'am, thank you. That is a dying thing, which is crazy to me. Okay, let's go. Wow, I just had a huge draft. Oh, that's just as bad. That is just as bad. Lay the money back to you on the counter. I'm like, hey, my hand's right here. That's I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Which I never will. And I don't want to. Let's see. Let's do. Where was that? We can do. I don't want to do another mowing, just especially with that mower. I don't like that mower at all. What is this one? Irrigation. I'm not doing irrigation because I gotta go. Well, actually, I can get water from the river. Yeah, makes you want to slap them, but like whatever. They don't. Not gonna say they don't know any better. They just don't care. All right, I'm not gonna do irrigation. So, what is okay? That's a pretty big field. We're gonna skip you for now. Let's go to okay. So 2478. Okay, we can. Let's do. Let's do that one. Yeah, you got me on that one. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I agree. Calling the tow truck or the people that can't change a flat. I mean, I understand not being physically able to change it versus just not knowing how. I get it if you physically can. If you're a small woman or whatever and you just physically can't break the lug nut loose or something like that, I get that. But if you don't know how, that amazes me. It like really does. That just amazes me. Okay, so I'm going up to 25, so okay. Oh, so that's right next to the one I did earlier. Okay. Oh, when you said that, I was going to say something else and I forgot what it was. Something similar. Oh, now here's, all right. Now, like I said, I've been racing and in the motorcycle industry all my life. I have been employed at the same place for 25 years. I started in service, working on things, actually putting things together, and then working on things, being a mechanic. Then I moved to a salesman. Then I moved to finance. And then I moved to parts. I'm the parts manager. Anyway, I've been there a long time. What aggravates me are actually there's a few things that aggravate me on a daily basis. I'm gonna let you buy one. Come on, you're gonna have to move because I'm on a pole. Anyway, one are the people that call or come up to the counter and they're looking for a part and they don't have a clue what they're working on. They don't know the year, they don't know what it is, they don't know the make. Well, they may know the make, but they don't know the model or the year. That aggravates the crap out of me. I'm like, well, I don't know how to solve your problem. And then when they tell me, well, they're all the same. No, dude, they're not all the same. Everything's different between manufacturers and years. Then the ones that really aggravate me, and I get phone calls daily, and they will come in the store. The dealer I work for, we sell Honda and Yamaha. And I get phone calls all the time, or they'll come in the store wanting something for a Kawasaki, a Polaris, a Can-Am, a Suzuki, all these different manufacturers. And then they tell me, it doesn't matter, they're all the same. Can't you sell me one? No, they're not the same. And it aggravates the crap out of me. And they look at me like I'm the one in the wrong. I'm like, we sell Honda and Yamaha. They're not going to work. Might as well knock all these signs down. They're not going to work with what you're working on. See, knock that one out too. And then, see, now there's all these Chinese knockoff things. Those people call too. I'm like, no, I can't look anything up for that. I don't have anything for it. I can't get anything for it. And they're like, well, sell me something off of Honda. I'm like, I can't. If you can tell me exactly what Honda has the same exact part, I'll gladly sell it to you. But yeah, they get all mad because I can't give them what they want when I don't sell those things. And I just think that would be like me with my Toyota calling the Chevrolet place wanting a new engine or something. I just think it's hilarious. Yes, I'm gonna get out of your way here in just a minute. Whoops, wrong button. I have a repairman for a 6 or 7 holidays and I got work. In all honesty, bikes are way easier to work on than cars. There's not really a whole lot to them. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'd much rather work on a motorcycle or a four-wheeler versus a car. I hate working on my cars. I mean, I can do it. They're just a pain in the butt. Especially nowadays, car-wise, because they'll freaking build everything around whatever it is that's gonna fail. No matter what it is, they're gonna build around it. You gotta take all kinds of crap off of it just to fix it. Hell, the truck I had before the one I have now, which was an '09 Silverado, the oil cylinder went out one day, just driving along. Oil pressure dropped to 0 and all this crap. Went into limp mode. Well, not limp mode, but everything went haywire. Anyway, long story short, the sensor is at the very back of the engine, way down at the bottom in between the engine and the firewall. So it's a part about this tall, about that big around, not very big, got a wire that plugs into it. And all it does is sends a signal so your oil pressure gauge will work. That's all it does. And it has a screen in it, a little filter. Anyway, it's way at the back of the engine, way down there, and you got to lay on top of the engine, reach your arm way down there, and then have a special tool to get it out. And they could have put that anywhere else. Yeah, and it's a pain in the ass to change. It's not hard to change, it's just a pain in the butt to get to. So if you've ever changed one, you know what I'm talking about. And then what's funny is a lot of people will try and change that screen, or pull it out and get the screen out and either try and clean it or put another screen in it and put it back in, and that don't work. They gotta change the whole damn thing. Tell me how I know that. Yeah, because I was thinking, okay, well, I got it out, got the screen out. I was like, okay, well, maybe it's stopped up and that's my trouble. Wasn't my trouble. So it was a pain in the butt. But anyway, see what I mean? But it's okay. Learning experience. I mean, I'm not sure about that one, but the oil filter on a 1985, was it 85? No, 86 Nissan Stanza. My mom had one. And I changed the oil in it one time. Yeah, between the motor and the firewall. The Stanza's the same way. But see, when I was 16 years old, I was like 120 pounds. I could crawl under that car. Oh yeah, entire dash for a heater coil. Yeah, entire dash for the air conditioner on a Dodge. So yeah, but that Stanza, I changed the oil in it one time, and I told my mom, that's never happening again. So yeah, they build everything around the simplest things that need to be in the open. Oh, here's one. Same manufacturer, Nissan. It was a Sentra. Still around the same area. 84, 85, 86, somewhere in there. Yeah, I used to throw my Dodge piece by piece out the window. Yeah, that dash would go out the window piece by piece. You are correct. But my sister had a little Nissan Sentra. Water pump went out. I'm like, well, I'll change it for you. Can't be that big of a deal. Well, it is until you get to one bolt. One bolt holding that water pump in that you can't get out. You got to pull the engine out. And I had all the bolts out but that one. I'm like, and I fought it for 3 days. Like, I can get it. I can get it. Now, we finally had that car towed. I never did get it. Yeah, my Dodge, I drove that truck forever. Piece by piece of the dash out the window. And it'd fall off in chunks too. Had a dash mat on it. Carpeted dash mat to cover it up. I can't tell you how many evaporator cords I put in that truck. Those things were a pile. Yeah, so it sounds like we all got some stories. Well, it sounds like to me. What don't kill you makes you stronger, right? What don't kill you makes you stronger. This field was bigger than I thought. That's okay. I gotta figure out how to, well, I haven't looked into it too much. Like, on my side, I'm ahead of y'all. I'm like 20 or 30 seconds ahead of y'all. I know there's a way to delay that, make it even longer, but I haven't looked to see if there is a way to make it real time. Because I know when y'all comment, the time's totally different than when I see it and when I comment, if that makes any sense. Like when my stream starts, y'all automatically start behind me. So what I'm seeing on my screen, y'all are not seeing for another 30 seconds or so. I need to look in to see if I can make that real time. I mean, I know why it's got a delay, so if something happens and They don't need to go to live stream. You can shut it down before it happens. But to me, that's mainly for like podcasts and things like that, where if somebody's saying something that the audience or whatever doesn't need to hear, you can shut it down. But, I mean, pretty much is what it is. Not a big deal. It's just sometimes I will, sometimes right as a comment comes up, I'm also answering it before I even knew it was coming. It's, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. And there's another game I used to play a ton, well, I used to play a ton of Madden also a long time ago. But Road to the Show, man, I played that religiously for like, from the very first Road to the Show game, or the show game, up until about probably 10 years ago, and I've actually thought about picking up the newest one and playing it, but I haven't watched baseball in so long, I can't even tell you who the players are. But I have thought about playing that game. Don't know why. Kinda has a story to it, and it's a little on the relaxing side, but I liked it because it's you as a player and you're not controlling like the whole team. Like you're only interactive with it when it's your turn. Alright, we're fixing to have to go get that. I don't know if it was a truck or another tractor. We're fixing to have to go get it. It's right across there. Yeah, I did all the Resident Evil and Dino Crisis early when they were first come out. Speaking of Dino Crisis, it is actually on the PlayStation Plus store. Actually seen it tonight, and I'm like, well, I could play that. But I also look at, like I'll click on it, look, see how bad the graphics are. I'm like, that's gonna look pretty bad on a 43-inch screen. But I don't know. I may download it and see. Which also the Resident Evil games are on there too. That's another thought to check out. Do some old school nostalgia. God, it made me so mad the first time I played Resident Evil. Really? So how are they on the PC? But it made me so mad the original Resident Evil. A friend of mine brought his PlayStation over with a magazine that had the walkthrough, and I started playing it. Man, I got about 6 hours into it. That thing, and this is back he didn't have a memory card, so this was when you started something, you played it till you finished, and that was my goal. I sat down. No, that's okay. That's pretty cool then. You drop it down. But anyway, so I started playing it, and I was probably, and I don't know. I know it was late. 5 or 6 hours into it. I don't know. I don't remember. And that damn thing locked up. damn thing locked up, and I just unplugged it and went to bed. I was so mad. Let's put that out. Unload that. See, I could hire a driver and just go beside it, and it'll keep unloading into it, but then I gotta pay. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay him. What? Well, let me ask you this. GLED, that's pretty good. What is the refresh rate on it, just out of curiosity? Oh, and how far away are you sitting from it? Just out of curiosity, because I know when I eventually get my simulator how I want it, it's going to have probably do three 50-inch screens versus the three 32-inch screens I have. But my main screen that I play all the games on, that OBS records, is a 43-inch Samsung, about 50. Okay, so you're playing from the couch. I used to do that with a. Did you say yours? Yeah, yours is a 55. I used to do that with a 55. I had my computer hooked it yet. And I think sitting that far away, it has its advantages and disadvantages, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know how your setup is. Like when I was on a 55 with the PC hooked yet, I would actually sit about 4 feet from it, roughly. But then I had a little stand with a mouse and keyboard on it. But since I actually went to designated screen for my PC and a desk, it's, for me anyway, because I've had back surgery and I can't, sitting on our couch, even for a little bit of time, hurts, even just watching TV. I have to sit on the edge and lean over and this and that. But for me, sitting at a desk is way better for me. And then with a 43, it's close enough to where I'm actually having to look around it. So, and it's a 4K, so all the games I play are in 4K. I mean, except the simulator, it's on its own screens. But yeah, I mean, my setup's total 6 screens total. I get you. Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with it. If you can really get a TV that has a high hertz, that's the way to go. I mean, but see, here's the thing though, a lot of games nowadays, because your refresh rate's going to go off the hertz of the monitor or TV or whatever it is. A lot of games nowadays, if you don't have like a really beast of a machine, it's not going to push it anyway. Like, I mean, I'm at 4K on this game. Got some filters and stuff. They've changed something, but I'm floating around at 65 to 80 frames per second roughly, and the refresh rate's 165. Well, actually, no, I've got it on a HDMI, not a display port, so it's 120. So, unless you have a beast, it's not going to push the refresh rate anyway. It's like a lot of people used to. Yeah, a lot of them do, like, depending on which HDMI port they're using. Like my computer, the display ports, well, it also depends on the cable too. Like my screen, my 43 is 165 hertz, but since I'm not running it on a display port because my simulator monitors are plugged into the 3 display ports, I'm running this screen off HDMI, which is only 120. And that's the only reason it's at 120. Because if it was on a display port on its own, it'd be at 165. Anyway, like I'm saying, if you got everything turned up, it's not going to push those frames anyway. So, like American Truck Simulator, for example, I have it locked at 60 because that game's old. Well, it's on an old engine, so 60 it plays fine. Now, like this one, 4K, right now, holding steady 65 frames per second. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Like I said, on this one, I'm at 4K. I'm not streaming at 4K, but the display is 4K. My OBS is, scaling it down. But like Arc Raiders, for example, I play that game. Everything on this display is going to play at 4K. Like Arc Raiders, for example, at 4K on that game, I probably stay around 110 frames per second, roughly, at 4K. So, just kind of depends the game and how optimized it is. That's the key thing right there, is how optimized it is. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm going to... Hold on. Yeah, I might want to stop that for a second. It may keep going. Alright. Okay. Put it back down. Alright, let's get back to it. I'll get this field done tonight and call it there, but oh yeah, definitely. It's 9:19. I might have to slow that time down. Pretty sure it resets at midnight. Yeah, we need to. Let's slow you down. Just to be on the safe side. I don't want to lose this work I've done. Do not want to lose what I have done. So I'm going to say 5 trips. I'm gonna have to unload. That's the field I did a while ago. Might be a while before I can get a piece of land and a tent. Yeah, so about 5. This thing's about to be full. There we go. Alright. Let's go over here, unload. Get that unloaded. Looks like it might be a 15-second delay. I don't know. I have to look into that. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's turn it on. Minutes. Alrighty, 33 minutes to finish this job. 32, my bad. My bad. heading. Also, since we're all pretty much from the same hell, my mind went blank. Since we all grew up on the same kind of things, maybe I should look into these older games to play. It's like there's a bunch of I don't know if y'all ever played Splinter Cell, or yeah, was it Splinter Cell? I think it was. I think there's a bunch of those games on the PlayStation Plus store too, or on PlayStation Plus, Splinter Cell. I mean, I remember playing those. I remember playing the original Hitman. That one was fun. Never played one after. No, I did play Hitman 2. Never played anything after that. Think of think of some other games. Played the hell out of Tomb Raider games also. I mean, those were kind of the original adventure games, I guess. If I remember correctly. Could be wrong. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2 more passes. And then this one will be done. Yep, 2 more passes. See, still sitting too tall. I wish you could bring him down. Probably spend more time in here if you could lower him a little bit. And that's gotta be some easy ass work sitting in there. AC, heat. Got all that, but I don't see other than a bunch of buttons, I don't see I don't see no radio. Probably got a phone. Be fine. Yeah, we may have to do an old school kind of thing. Let's go back and play a bunch of the old games. I guess what I should start with would be Resident Evil, because I never did finish that game. I don't even remember where. God almighty, that was probably... Oh, really? That's interesting. I guess you know farming, or no equipment, let's say. Oops. Sorry. I'm trying to think of when I played. It would have been 96 when I played Resident Evil. Yeah, 1996. Wow, that seems like so long ago. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do old school playthrough on some stuff. I mean, I did say I wanted something with a story. Okay. That makes sense, Mr. Austin. That makes sense. The only farming equipment I've ever been on is a tractor. Ran some dozers and stuff in the past, but tractor's pretty much it. Yeah, so I think we need to do an old school night once a week or twice a week or something. I think that sounds like a plan. Alright, so let's go. Let's go take this to. Oh, hell, right down the road. Right down the road. Wait, this is probably where I took. Yeah, so this is going. Okay, so this is going to same place I delivered on the last field. So, alright, before we get going too far, let's do the back. Tip side back. Alright, grain door, fine. So here we go again. Guess it'd help if I hit the right button, maybe. Close side. Back. Okay, so it's not. Atari games? Wow, now we're really going back. Open side panels. Atari, holy smokezilla. Green door. Okay, so now we're doing it again. It won't let me unload this trailer. Here we go again. Alright, so we're having the same trouble we did. I need the full effects with zero graphics. Yeah, that would definitely do it. Okay, tip side back. Wait. No. I don't. then it don't let you. Okay, so we're having that same trouble. This thing. Alright, hold up. Let me. I don't think this thing has a. Okay, so it's not letting me. I don't want power tools. I know the power tools. That's not what I want. Open side panels. Okay, grain door. I want to do back. Makes no sense on what it's doing. It won't. Okay, so it's doing this bullcrap again. I'm not going to be able to unload this. Yeah, it won't. Okay, so that honks. Oh, this is aggravating. Makes no sense. I mean, it's telling me not wanted in the back. Open side panels. Rain door. Alright. It just will not unload this. Alright. Alright, hold up. No, get back in. Cause see how right there it comes up, tells you what it is, and then tells you which button to hit. It used to tell you. And you had a tip left side. Grain door. And then should have been Y. Back. So it doesn't tell you anything. The hell just happened? It's midnight. Son of a... That... What? No, no. That sumbitch just took my fucking money away. I'm giving it back. I'm not giving back that much. Yeah. Oh shit. Come on. I'm giving my money back. It's not gonna take my money because of a freaking glitch. For some reason it won't fucking... And now there's no jobs. Wood transport. Not doing that because... Okay, so we're gonna have to wait a little while. That's bullcrap. That's twice it's happened. I mean, there's nothing I could do there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. It is what it is. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me tonight on a Sunday. Well, it's Monday now, but Tony, pretty sure he's already went to bed. Mark, appreciate it. Austin, nice for you to be in here tonight. I enjoyed our conversation. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to bring some old school games back. How about that? Might as well start it tomorrow. Well, it's not tomorrow anymore. Tonight. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring some old school games back and play them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get one of them ready for tonight. Appreciate y'all hanging out. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, and share. Have a good night, everyone. Appreciate it. See you later.